Hello everybody! Today we're going to unbox and take a close-up look at the Nike Air Huarache. So let's first take a look around the outside of the box. In this box is a pair of Nike Air Huarache running shoes, and this pair is in a men's UK size 9, US 10, Europe 44, Brazil 42, 28 cm, and it's also in a women's US size 11.5, and this pair is in the black Anthracite black colourway. And now let's go ahead and open up the box by flipping up the box lid to reveal the contents inside. And let's peel back the wrapping paper to reveal the Nike Air Huarache. Let's lift up the left shoe first and focus on it. So closing the box back down and setting it to the side, and giving you a look at the shoe. And let's do a 360 rotation so you have a full and clear look of the shoe before we start taking much closer in look at the details. So you can see the overall black colour of the shoe, and now taking a much closer in look at its details. So you can see the leather detailing on the uppermost layer with a very fine grain to the leather texture, and of course we can see the sheen of that neoprene-like fabric. So giving you a look at those details right there. So contrasting against the matte fine grain leather, that shimmering neoprene-like fabric under that uppermost leather layer. And we can see that neoprene-like fabric again, with air holes in it. And we can see the midsole as well in a matte black finish. And as we move towards the midfoot area, you can see the start of that heel clip with that soft plastic design. And as we move towards the back, that continuation of that heel clip. And you can see the different texturing of that foam midsole with these nubs, and of course these channels or grooves next to it. And taking a look directly at the back of the shoe, you can see the Nike branding on that translucent grey heel clip, as well as the very big air that's molded in the heel's midsole. So once again, you can see that neoprene-like fabric inside of that heel clip. Now taking a look on the inside of the shoe, or at least the inner side of the shoe, we see that continuation of that soft plastic heel clip in a matte finish. And for the foam midsole, just pressing on it as well, so it is firm yet springy. and back towards the midfoot area and around the arch. We can see the leather uppermost layer. And back towards the front again. We see for the mudguard that very fine leather texturing. And once again, that satin or shimmering details. In the vamp of the shoe. Now taking a look from the tip or front or toe of the shoe and slowly moving towards the back, so to see the details along the length. So you can see it does have very traditional laces, and of course the Nike Air Huarache round patch on the tongue, and what feels like a soft plastic or rubber-like material. And taking a look behind the tongue design, you can see a product label behind it. And once again, that metallic sheen to that neoprene-like sock fitment of the shoe. So giving you a look around its details. So just feeling around the ankle and heel collar of the shoe, it does have a very consistent feel right throughout, having that neoprene-like design, and you can see some slight stretchiness to it as well. And let's try and take a better look inside of the shoe so we can see the composition label or materials label on the insole, and some branding towards the heel part. Okay, so right there, the overall details of the Nike Air Huarache. So giving you that further out look once again. And now taking a look at the sole or bottom of the shoe. So you can see the traction pattern with those large tread blocks right throughout the length of the shoe. And of course, those flex screws as well. And in the middle we see that triangular section with the Nike Air branding molded into it. And just dragging my finger along the surface of the sole, so it does have a grippy texture to it, and tapping my finger along the various parts as well. And now let's do a flexibility bend and twist test with my hands to give you a sense of the shoe's flexibility or pliability and firmness or softness. And now just puffing the shoe back in shape. And now let's take a look at the right shoe. So just setting the left shoe down and in the background as we bring the shoebox back in the middle of the frame. And let's pop out the right shoe of the Nike Air Huarache in the black anthracite black colorway. And of course now taking a look at the right shoe, and let's do a 360 rotation with this side as well, so you have that instant look of the shoe. And now taking a close-up look at its details. So once again we see that overall layering of leather on the neoprene-like sock of the upper, and of course the Nike Air Huarache patch on the tongue, and the overall details with of course that iconic heel clip in black and a smoke grey heel clip section right at the back with that Nike branding and that very conspicuous air molded into the sole or midsole at the heel. So you can see how the light plays against the various surfaces and layers of the shoe. And of course, let's take a look around the inside details of the shoe. Hopefully we have a much better look inside of this side. It's right there behind the tongue. The label over there. And of course, with the sock liner as well. It's right there, giving you as best that I can with the setup that we have, the details on the sock liner or insole, and of course giving you a sense once again of the lining of this neoprene-like fabric. And of course let's take a look at the sole as well. So once again we see that blacked out rubber sole, and of course the Anthracite Nike Air branding in the midfoot area. It's right there giving you a further out look at the shoe, the Nike Air Huarache. And now let's take a look at the pair together, side by side. And from the front to the back. And directly from the back. And the bottoms or soles of the shoes. So that's Nike Air Huarache. Thanks for watching and happy running!